Good morning, welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday. I had a little bit of a nuisance, well not a nuisance, a little bit of an inconvenience because I changed back across to my clincher training wheels this morning. I don't fancy training on my tubs. So obviously going from carbon wheels to alley wheels, you got to change the brake pads. But I also realised that I've only got one cassette now. I've worn down all my other cassettes, so I had to also change the cassette across. Moreover, these clincher rims that I've got are a much narrower rim than the fast forward rims, so I had to also adjust the brake cables. It was a little bit of a longer process than I'd initially have hoped until I got out on my bike this morning. But it's okay, because we've done it now. There's stone chippings everywhere at the minute. It's horrible. But anyway, the agenda for today, if everything works out how it's supposed to be, it's going to be a pretty hard day in the saddle. It's going to consist of a 3-hour training ride this morning with 3 20-minute intervals at sweet spot, a classic session this morning, and then this afternoon head over to the Tuesday night chain gang. Now the reason there was some doubt there is because this afternoon there's a 40% chance of a weather front coming in. So from a statistical point it shouldn't, but there is that 40% chance. And that's not me being soft. I mean, I would still ride even if it's raining, but normally when it's raining no one turns up to the chain gang and therefore it isn't on. But just in case it does rain and the chain gang is cancelled, we've still got a quality 3-hour interval session in this morning.
Touch of your skin on mine, feeling warm but I'm cold inside. I never thought I could feel this low, and my heart's long gone.
I'm going to do an hour at zone 2 to start, and then I'll jump into the 20-minute intervals.
Tattooed on my arm, just another love that went all wrong. I don't feel the way you feel, I promise. And if we do this once again, be honest, do you wanna say?
First 20-minute effort done. Still feeling it a little bit from Sunday, so my target for that one was between 310 and 320 watts, and I hit it bang on with 317. And the plan or the challenge today is there's a tent down there. Okay, so the plan for today is the next 2 intervals, I want to hit a higher average power each time. For example, this next one about 320, and then the final one maybe 325, or in that ballpark anyway. Typical, I ride over to Southport, right over to the coast, and it's blowing an absolute gale and pouring it down. Anyway, time for interval 2.
It's over in the end, and all I'll ever be is just your friend. Been dying for your love for months, but I can't get myself to open up tonight. This heartbreak is killing me, but I know it can't be anything you want to, 'cause I'm dying inside. I'm dying inside. Got me dying alive.
What the hell is this? Second interval done and dusted. Managed to hit the exact target of 320 watts for that one. Felt pretty tired earlier on, but the legs are loosening up a little bit now. Starting to feel good again. But what is this the weather? Why is it raining? We're a week into August. A week into August. So I've just wedged myself under this tree. We're on someone's driveway here, but I'm sure they won't mind. It's the first tree I came across. I'm just taking some shelter from this rain because we're having like a complete downpour at the minute.
I'm dying alive. I know things were great to you, and babe, they were great for me too, but I need to love myself before anyone else.
Alright, decided there's no point standing under a tree all day. I've made a move and I'm going to crack on with my 3rd and final interval.
'Cause I'm dying inside. I'm dying inside. Got me dying alive. I'm dying alive.
And now by the time I finish the interval, it's like completely dry again. It doesn't even look like it's rain. I've said it before and I'll say it again. British weather is just bipolar. Completely bipolar. But anyway, smashed that last interval. Despite a couple of interruptions, my average power was I think 328. Really happy with those numbers, especially after suffering when I first came out this morning. Oh wow, okay. So my house is this way, and we just got this cloud. This big black cloud completely covering my village. It does look pretty sick though. I spoke too soon, it's raining again. Obviously after this morning's ride, my shoes are completely drenched, completely soaking wet. Now the best way or the quickest way to dry cycling shoes is by stuffing them full of newspaper. We don't have any newspapers at home because who buys newspapers anymore? It's 2017. So I'm gonna head down to Sainsbury's and pick one up. It's like a 200-meter walk. I don't need the car, but it's pouring down, so I took the car. Let's look for the cheapest one. 50p. Now this probably isn't going to dry these shoes in just 4 hours, but the main thing is that we're going to try. Last week I tried using a hairdryer, it overheated and blew up. So we won't be doing that again. One of the key elements when doing a double day, obviously after the training itself, is the recovery element. You need to recover as much as possible between the 2 sessions, which is why now I'm just currently kicking it back, taking it easy, doing as little as possible, staying inside the house with my feet up. A lot of pros, when they do a double day, they take a nap during the day, but I just can't, and I hate sleeping during the day. So Lexi and Sam have both been out walking with my brother in the pouring rain, and now you're absolutely soaking, aren't you? Aren't you? Sam's not interested. He just wants to sleep. I'm just getting ready to head out back on the bike now. My shoes feel about a 6 out of 10 dryness, which I don't think is too bad, given the time circumstances I had to dry these shoes. Not too sure why I bothered washing my bike earlier on. I guess I thought it was going to be dry. But anyway, I don't do this chain gang often, so I texted a friend of mine saying, when it's raining, do people still turn up and ride? And they said it's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I'm hedging my bets, I'm taking a risk. I'm going to head out to the chain gang and hopefully there's going to be some people there. I guess we'll just have to go and find out.
Forgive me, don't try and upset me. You don't know what heartbreak can do. Take my word, it's not you, it's just me, that's the truth. And I know what I have to lose. Been dying for your love for months, but I can get myself to open up.
So only like 5 people turned up tonight, and at any one point there was only 2 or 3 of us working, so it became a pretty hard chain gang. There's no real rest. Yeah, today's been a hard 5.5 hours in the saddle in total. But remember before I said the chain gang's either going to be a hit or a miss. Tonight it was a miss.
Whoa, yeah. I'm dying alive.